Hey everyone, let's take a look at the Battle Bus by LEGO Fortnite. This is set number 77073, contains 954 pieces, retails for $99.99, and this set was provided by the LEGO Group for early reviews, so thank you LEGO for sending this to me. Well, on the bottom we get 9 minifigures. We'll take a closer look at those. And here's the Battle Bus with the balloon on top. So basically it's just a blue school bus with stuff attached to it. And then here's the figures on the top. And here's the back of the box. So it looks like the top does lift off and we get to explore what's inside. And basically these guys just jump out of the bus and float down to a world somewhere. And if you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. And for the most part, this does look pretty interesting. Let's open up the box and see what we have inside. At least this time I have my trusty box cutter, and it's taped all around the edges. So in order to get in the Battle Bus, you got to unbox this thing, and sometimes the tape can be a bit stubborn. And for those who are expecting a heavily scripted, censored, filtered video, you're on the wrong channel. Okay, so just pop that right off there. Oh, it's paper bag, so we can't see the goodies, so we're going to have to kind of guess here. All right, let's see. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Yeah, let's just leave it like this. So obviously we got 8 bags so far. That's good. Looks like they're individual, so you don't have like bag number 5s and stuff like that. So it looks like we have 8 bags of bricks. At least these are packaged up. Okay. And we have this. Let's see what we have in here. Now I gotta find me a brick separator here. Lately sets have not been coming with these, so if you don't want to get paper cuts, that's the letter opener right there. Okay. Now still I can't get that open. Alright, here we go. Oh my goodness. We got stickers. That doesn't look like there's a lot on that, huh? Alright, let's see here. So that's how it is. There's the booklet. It's bound and all that stuff. Okay, let's see how this is broken down. It just starts right on into bag 1. So, yeah, it doesn't tell us how many bags we have. And here is the print work. I mean, that's not bad. At least it's not like we're putting on a whole binder full of stickers. Be a great bookmark, too, when we're doing the build. And, yeah, that's essentially what it is. Make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there is 8 bags in total. Well, I'm going to head over to my second channel. I'm going to build this in a few installments. Come back. We're going to explore the Battle Bus. First, we're going to take a look at the minifigures. We're going to start with Trespasser Elite. Then we have Battalion Brawler and Cuddle Team Leader. I always call her Pinky. Then we have the Cube Assassin, Brite Bomber. I've only known a dude named Brite, but that's about it. Then we have the Adventure Peely, Raven, Meowscles. That's kind of a funny name. And we have Drift. And honestly, these are a nice set of minifigures, and I have a feeling most people are going to get the Battle Bus just for this set of awesome crew members. And here we have the Battle Bus. Here's the front bumper and grille. I'm not sure what this thing's supposed to be for, maybe to feed the engine extra gas. This piece here does pop off, so we can get the hood piece out of there, and yeah, a little bit of a challenge to get that out of there, but we have an engine in there. Leave that off for the Closeup Tour we'll be doing in a little bit. The bus does have 3 functioning doors, 2 of which we do have access to, so you can open that one up there. And we'll take a closer look inside in a moment or two. Here's the rear. We got another door. I need to get these in yellow. It'd be kind of cool. See if I can scrounge those up and make a version 2 of my bus. And I do like the detail on this. This looks pretty cool. Here we got the hot air balloon with some kind of satellite dish. And over here we got some kind of rocket thruster thing. Not sure what that's for. Now the top of this does pop off. So when you're taking this off, we're going to have to grab it right here and just hold on to one of these little black rails and just pop that off. Just be very careful because this is just sitting on here. And I'm just going to swing these flat and set this off to the side. We'll take a closer look at that here in a little bit. And here's the interior of the bus. Well, let's just take a closer look. There we have the little dashboard, and I'm not sure why that steering wheel is facing down. Kind of odd for this. And we do have 9 seats, so obviously all your figures can fit inside the same bus, which is really cool. There's 2 hidden under here, and there's plenty of room inside. And you can even stuff some of the accessories in here too. So this could be used as a storage facility as well. Here's that little engine right here. Put the hood back on it. These mirrors are kind of flimsy, so you just got to be careful with them. Put that back on. It's hard to do this stuff with one hand. So you get the idea. See if I can give that one more shot there. There we go. Put that back up. Got to have our safety mirrors. And sadly, some of the graphics on this are stickers. Hold this closer to me here so I can have better grab of it. Yeah, sticker. That'll get yanked off when I'm done. Here's the other door, and you don't really have access to this one. I kind of wish you did. The door seems backwards on this. I just need to get some right-handed doors. It'd be pretty cool. For the most part, that's pretty cool there. It's a nice battle bus. It's fully playable, as you can see. Now, put this back on here and show you the sticker piece. That's how you know that's the back. So let's do it like this here, and this just sits right on here, and try not to sneeze here. Have that fly off. It sits on pretty easy. You just have to fold these little support brackets back down. Yes, I sound a bit tired. I just woke up. I had to make a correction on the balloon. So actually this is take 2 of the review. And yeah, so there's your satellite dish and some things here that are hanging off the sides. This right here alone would make a great hot air balloon for something. Maybe I'll have to snag those parts too, which I will. You know me, I don't keep this stuff together that often. If you made the mistake like I did, you can just flip these around real easily. And for the most part, as you can tell, there's a lot of detail for this, and it's pretty robust and sturdy. How sturdy? Well, here are my thoughts on the battle bus. Let's start with play value, and as you saw, we have a fully accessible battle bus in addition to 9 minifigures and some accessories. So this is a really good play item, especially if you have other themes you want to go along with this that are related to Fortnite, or you can play with it as is, as a standalone model. The only thing is, though, is taking this thing off here is a bit questionable, especially with these little supports here at the bottom. They just rest there, but it feels like this is going to fall apart. So if you're taking this thing off, you may want to reach in and just pick it up right here. You know, I wouldn't try to go too hardcore and rough with that and yank it off up here. This is really a bad idea. For the most part though, it is a detailed playable model. Build experience was okay with this set. At first it started off really exciting. I was highly engaged with the build, probably because we were building the bus. The minifigures are evenly spaced out, as well as the stickers. But when I got to bags 6, 7, and 8, the build slowed down to a crawl because we were doing mostly grays and blacks and white, except for the balloon here, which was a bit of a chore to put together. And if you watch the other version of the video, I had this upside down, so I've since have corrected that. So you have to really pay attention to the building guide. Really follow those instructions because it's easy to make a mistake on the battle bus. But build experience for me was just an average build, nothing more, but it's got a lot of detail. Build quality seems pretty good. I haven't had anything fall off except when I was assembling the set. Remember, I had that piece down here come off and part of the dashboard would detach and all that stuff. But once the model's together, it seems pretty sturdy. It's just that these, I have a feeling these are just going to flake off, or Mr. Banana Head wants to kind of take a tumble off the top of the bus. That was a long drop for him too. And for the most part, it is a structurally sound build. Now this model can work in a Lego City. It's 8 studs wide, and you can obviously place this on your Lego City road. You can park it off to the side, especially if your town is abandoned, and just have these guys go in and explore it. For the most part, it is ready for city drop-in. You can also use the pieces to make other creations, or you can build a whole totally new idea. Now, a lot of people, I have a feeling, are going to snag this set just for the bus and the figures. This bus could just be converted back into a regular school bus. It's got all the essential pieces. You could do that. It's got a nice building plan and stuff like that. It has a nice set of building plans for a bus. Now we just got to find all the yellow pieces to make it back into a regular school bus. But for the most part, I see a lot of potential with this model for other ideas and inspiration. Now sadly, this set is not a collaborative build. It's meant to be a solo build. Now it may be possible if you had one person build the removable top and the balloon attachment, and this part here is separate. But what makes it a bummer is that these are not balanced. So it's just really just meant to be, you sit in a corner and build by yourself. I wish it was a family build. Nonetheless, though, it's still a nice build. So my final score is going to be a 9.3, only because we had a few issues with some pieces falling apart during construction, and stickers. Some of the stickers on the round pieces were a bit of a chore to line up. Other than that, though, this is a nice, sturdy model. I'm satisfied with the results of it. It looks really nice. So if you're looking for a battle bus for your city, here you go. But tell me what you think.